latest book, Only the Dead, is set in the shifting borderlands between eastern Congo and northern Uganda. In the forest, the mysterious General Faustin and his sidekick Papa Mephisto, the witch doctor, have set up an army of child soldiers called the Claws of God. This army of child soldiers is based deliberately, although quite loosely, on Joseph Kony's real Lord's Resistance Army, the victim of whose atrocities I visited and the results of his work I've seen and covered as a journalist in the region. So this is one of the first and major inspirations for my book. The Claws of God is based on a mysterious lion cult that somehow, through its dangerous and often frightening rituals and bonfire dances late at night, it creates a hold on the children's minds, which makes them follow General Faustin and Papa Mephisto unquestioningly. The German psychologist Tania Richter and her colleague from Rwanda, Dr. Vincent Ruhutana, are shocked at just how deep this hold runs through the children's mind and how violently they are predisposed as a result of their exposure to this cult. They cannot unlock this hold on the children's minds, and desperate, they call in Sebastian Burke, an academic from the University of Witwatersrand in Johannesburg, who is an expert on lion mythology and its deep roots in our most ancient human psyche. The source of General Faustin's increasing power is a uranium mine hidden deep underneath the forest canopy. Not many people know that the original uranium used for the Hiroshima bomb was mined in the former Belgian Congo. The uranium that General Faustin controls is a unique ore that contains a high percentage of the highly reactive U-235 isotope. With such a large percentage of U-235, it is much easier to construct a simple atomic bomb. This crude but effective atomic bomb, assembled secretly in the forests of the Congo, can then be disassembled and smuggled out secretly through the ancient trade routes of Africa. It can be taken on small dugout canoes through the rivers. It can be taken on camels, on donkeys, even on dilapidated motor scooters, until it reaches the coast of West Africa, crosses the seas, and is reassembled in the suburbs of almost any Western city in the world. The CIA is circling the skies above with their high-tech Predator drones, but even their most sophisticated cameras, controlled from thousands of miles away in Creech Air Force Base in Nevada, cannot penetrate the forest vegetation. Below, the atrocities of the army of the Claws of God continue, and General Faustin's plans grow more cruel and more grandiose. Finally, one of the boy soldiers, Okuto, escapes from the Claws of God. He flees alone through the Congo forest for many miles until he finally reaches Uganda and the rehabilitation center where Tania and Sebastian and Vincent are. At first, Okuto is violent, uncooperative, and they can't reach him. But slowly, as the characters begin to get to know each other, Tania and Sebastian fall in love, and in doing so, they also learn how to unlock the pain and fear in Okuto's heart, and they all become quite close and quite interconnected. And then the worst thing of all happens. Papa Mephisto arrives in the middle of the night, and he steals Okuto back, drags him back into the forest to meet a gruesome death as punishment for running away. With this in mind, Tania and Vincent and Sebastian set off into the forest in their 4x4 in a desperate bid, in a desperate race against time to rescue Okuto and to bring him back. I won't tell you how it ends, but what I will tell you, it's a modern-day contemporary thriller with all of those elements. At the same time, it is a quest narrative into our deepest and most ancient psyche as humans. It is an angry book. It is a passionate book. It is a book about war. It is a book about children at war and the terrible violence that is layered into the lives of so many children on our planet today. It is a violent book, but it is a book about hope too. Ultimately, it is a journey into the very meaning of courage and of redemption.